it's not just executive coaching, but it's executive coaching with backbone and heart. So do you want to just tease that apart for folks? Why those two metaphors, and where's the power in them for you?
Well, backbone and heart is really kind of a shorthand way to talk about a pretty sophisticated idea, but people respond, like you, very viscerally to the metaphor. And it has to do with, the way I think of it is that everyone comes either born and or raised with the ability to either have backbone or heart, but not both. And what I mean by backbone is the ability to know what you think and what your positions are, the ability to clearly articulate those, and the ability to not change just because you're being pressured to change your positions. You may change because it makes sense to change, but not just because you're being pressured. So that would be backbone. And although you could, overdo it and become overly rigid in your position. So there's kind of a sweet spot around having backbone. And then also, heart is a shorthand way of saying, can you be tuned in and connected to other people? Can you show empathy? Do they know this about you? After a conversation with you, do they leave thinking, well, you know what? They really understand where I'm coming from. And the sort of black belt ability of having heart is, do people still have that impression of you that you really understand them, even when when they're in a conflict with you?
Got it.
So backbone and heart is the ability to both be clear about your positions and people know where you stand, not to be overly vague, not to hide behind others' positions, and also to be tuned in. So that's kind of, people, there's kind of a joke that, the ability to do that and stay that way, even while under pressure, only very few people have been able to do that, like maybe, Gandhi, Jesus, Buddha.
Right.
The rest of us can pull it off at times, and then we sort of fall out of the sweet spot.
It's it's almost two sweet spots, because in some ways you're asking people to hold two positions at the same time, a deep sense of clarity about who you are and what matters to you, but a deep sense of being in the other person's shoes and having a sense of connection and what matters to them.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it.
Hey, it's MBS here. My newsletter is The Works with MBS. Every week I do a short distillation of something essential that will unlock your greatness. You can sign up at mbs.works.